Stacy Schuler, she had a bizarre defense, citing the drug Zoloft and alcohol for her actions. She even blamed her vegan diet and irritable bowel syndrome for what she did. But the parents, they just blamed her lack of judgment, and their emotion exploded in the courtroom.
She groomed these boys. She took advantage of their vulnerabilities. She crossed the line, and it is unacceptable.
He hated going to school. Students didn't like him. He began failing classes. He lost friends.
She is 33-year-old Stacy Schuler, a former gym and health teacher at a suburban Cincinnati high school. By some accounts, she was an inspirational mentor.
She helped me realize that I can do whatever I put my mind to.
But it's what other students say about their experience with Schuler that could put her behind bars for the next 4 years.
We had no idea that this was going to happen, and we were like, what is going on? Like, we think she wants to have sex with us.
Earlier this year, following an anonymous tip, Stacy Schuler was arrested for inappropriate extracurricular activities with students, some on the football team, providing them alcohol and marijuana and having sex with them in her home. Schuler pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity.
She started giving us all back massages. She gave us all each individually. We all took our shirts off, and she was just rubbing down our backs.
5 former students, all 17 years old at the time, testified the popular teacher initiated much of the sexual contact. Her defense said mental illness and a mix of antidepressants and alcohol impaired her ability to tell right from wrong. She claims to have no memory of the incidents.
The use of Zoloft and moderate to heavy alcohol consumption are consistent with the memory lapses.
The prosecution claims she knew exactly what she was doing and even how she would protect herself if she ever got caught. This testimony was from a student who did not want to be identified.
She told me that if anybody ever found out that she already had her defense planned out, and she would try and say that she was insane.
It took the judge just 45 minutes to make his decision.
That it was your responsibility to establish and maintain appropriate boundaries with your students. I find you guilty of all counts.
But it was the moving words of 2 of the boys' parents that had the most profound effect.
He suffered through depression. He lost motivation, almost didn't go to college. He was angry at home. He didn't want to be around family or anyone. My son was not who he used to be.
These young men may appear as if they are tough guys, but in reality, they are truly hurting. She played on their emotions, and she crossed the line.
Schuler was sentenced to 4 years in jail, but will be eligible for parole in 6 months. She will be labeled a sexual offender and required to register her address every 90 days for the rest of her life.